Hello, Alright, 7 and welcome back to Combat Mission Black Sea. We're continuing the Eagle scenario in the charge of the Stryker Brigade campaign. And yeah, we're 3 episodes in and I've still not knocked out half an hour of this scenario, so feeling that we're going a little bit slowly. So I might endeavour to see if we can't speed up a little bit our rate of play through this scenario. And what that's probably going to translate into is a few chunky cuts this episode, as I don't do an awful lot. Now, I think I mentioned this plan last time, and then essentially the desire to keep moving forward got the better of me. But we have a number of Russian targets identified. Obviously, we took out the tanks with our 155. We're in the process of switching our UAV over to our JTAC team so they can bring in our helicopters to maybe take out some of these BMPs. But while all that's going on, I am conscious that all our probe forwards are unsupported by UAVs, and we're finding Russian positions by essentially they're shooting at us, which is a fairly traditional way of finding where your enemies are, but it's not the greatest, especially in modern titles with increased lethality. I'm probably fortunate that it hasn't led to more casualties, especially on this flank where I think we've got lucky with how we've kind of bumped into these Russians. And this house over here actually as well could easily, well, I say that we'd lose a bunch of casualties up on the hill. I probably could have lost more. So I feel like I'm not approaching the scouting the best way. And part of that might be just it is 5:30 in the morning still. It's starting to get a little bit brighter, but it's still not that bright. So sightlines are restricted to a certain extent. And therefore, even the kind of quote-unquote scouting positions I do have aren't necessarily picking up all the hidden Ruskies. So the plan going forward is swap UAV over to JTAC, call in a chopper, and I'll probably come back when I'm calling it in so we can discuss what plan I'm putting in there for that. In the meantime, I would like to try and take out this BMP with a javelin. I do actually have 2 over here, which I think I missed last time, but we did have 2 in the teams over here. This chap obviously needs a bit of time to get his breath back and calm down. I've got a secondary team which I might be able to bring in instead. Either way, we'll probably let them rest for a few minutes and then we'll try and scoot someone else back in position. And then over here, I would like to try and just keep fire superiority on this Russian infantry up in this building. I know we've inflicted at least 1 casualty, but let's maybe try and inflict a couple more just so we don't expose this squad to any more fire. And everywhere else, I'm probably going to keep things relatively steady. We talked about trying to get an infantry squad in this building, which I would like to do. We'll have to see if this smoke mission comes off. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. We don't have that many smoke rounds, and I'm happy to give it a go on a low probability of success, which might provide us cover into the town. But yeah, that's where I'll hit the big red button as I continue talking. That's probably the extent of our operations at the minute. And again, what I'd like to do is probably get a chopper up, have at least 1 mission completed against the known targets, and then bring it back in to help cover and spot as we move our troops forward, so we're not just identifying by fire. Oh, because things like this happen. I'm assuming that, well, it might be an RPG, it may have just been a grenade. Which direction did that come from? I'm not sure if it was one of these gents. You guys got underslung. You do. Could have been you. Or if it was their compatriots in a further away house joining in. Either way, once we start returning fire, things should hopefully go in our favour. Oh, it is over here. That's dangerous. Do you have an RPG, my friend? You do indeed. Okay. That's fine and dandy. We can actually alleviate that just by scooting over slightly. And we'll block line of sight with that house while still remaining fire superiority over that building. Provided we survive this turn. He probably will pop smoke and run away. Given that he's had 2 rounds come in. Or just get angry and fire his 50 cal, that's his own way of doing it. I don't think we caused any casualties though. Suppressed them, that will do. And a casualty in this squad, so there's at least 1 Russian we know about still standing. Okay. And oh dear lord. Okay. Oh, I just spoiled myself something. So, it looks like some Russians got attacked. Now, we did have, or do have, these guys, who probably can't see that much actually, but they were supposed to be spotting further down this road with a javelin, just in case, oh, I don't know, a large vehicle turned up. And what do you know? A large vehicle actually turned up. I know this is me not getting any further through the video, right? So they took umbrage to my squad and my, I forgot what it's called, MGS. But, do you know, it's nice when you leave troops covering an angle and it gets used. Now, I'll say I wasn't anticipating this kind of range, but still. And of course, you go with your underslung grenade launcher because that's the kind of thing you mad lad infantry do. Penetration of upper left hull, though. There you go. Probably hasn't done much. Might convince to run away. I'm kind of hoping you're... let's come and get eyes on the team. I'm kind of hoping you'd be using your javelin. Who's got it? You'll have it. You don't even have it out. Like, dude, come on. Then we're done. Okay. Spotting. Interesting. Okay. Now, we may be about to lose our MGS here. I mean, surely he can see that. Especially the way it's been rattling that building down there. So what we're going to do is probably cancel that command and pull back. There's still one Russian hiding in there, but so be it. So we're going to... let's go into term. We're going to clear your target. I don't think I can really do much in terms of survivability, though. I think what's my best option for getting out of your line of sight? Not sure there is one. Probably start by driving forward. Let's see if we can't get ourselves over here. I think he's just going to put a round straight into me, but we'll see if we can't run away over this direction while our javelin team get themselves sorted. Okay, and then over here we can scooch over slightly. Let's move you to say, well, we could go all the way over the bridge and start pushing in. There's not that many infantry left in this position. We could continue to suppress them. Interesting ones. We could get you to come forward over the bridge. Start target fire in the second story building. Continue to push in from a kind of front perspective and then get our infantry to get out, while maintaining blocked line of sight from the RPG team. I kind of like that. We have to get very close with our strikers, only thing. Are we going to do enough suppressive fire? Then what we could do is just leave our striker here and dismount infantry, but then they're kind of going over the open ground. So I'll tell you what, let's a bit of a halfway house. We'll bring you forward to say here, and at that point we're going to dismount our infantry with an idea of hopefully getting into this house because these guys are suppressed. I'm going to have them just first off just pop out the back, and then we'll push them across if we see that spot is adequately suppressed. Good. Ish. You gents have mounted up, so I would like you to come down here, avoid the angry BMP, bring you over to this position, and we can get you out to potentially do some javelin stuff. This has been interesting. This is certainly an aggressive, or a more aggressive Russia than we have seen in our previous ones. Now, do I have fire support IFE? Another MGS kicking about somewhere. Not particularly. I've got one down there and I've got one over here. Because also we could bring them, potentially one up behind here. And again, at this range, that side should get the job done. Is there any reason not to kind of plan for that though? Probably not. Let's pull you out and we'll swing you over in this direction in case things hit the fan and we need to somehow rely on you guys, as we did in the previous episode. Okie dokie. But let's be honest. This is the chap. This is the hero of our dreams. Oh, one other last thing before we can watch him hopefully do some wonderful things is get you control of our UAV. Perfect. Okay. You got this. I believe. I believe. I still believe. Oh! He got out. That one grenade did it. Who needs a javelin? Alright, I take it back. Good job, team. Alright, so we'll have some crew rattling around here, which we'll need to go and take care of. That should be relatively straightforward. I might pull you back as well. I feel like you guys are probably wasting your grenades on that solitary Russian soldier in this building. Oh, never mind. He gone. Good team. Okay. We have moved in position over here. We're starting to dismount while suppressing fire from the Stryker. Now, it's very loud. One thing I hadn't necessarily considered, and I had been thinking about previously up until I put this order in, was potential Russian positions in Kyiv and their line of sight onto our team here, which could cause a few problems. And had been one of the reasons I didn't want to push up too aggressively. So I'm not sure how suppressive this suppressive fire is being. That one's slightly better. More spots of armour though, which is slightly worrying. Wow, I'm really not getting to put these big cuts in. Okay. You guys don't have javelins. Now potentially, it depends on where they're going to go in town. I mean, this town's pretty wrecked. So at some point they're going to kind of drive across the front here. Obviously, if they push straight up into the tree line, that's going to cause a number of problems for us. We could certainly bring our MGS into a better position to get some line of sight on this rear area. In fact, I'd be tempted to say bring you down here and then into kind of this position with a view to some line of sight over there, and actually pull back the Stryker slightly. And then probably get your lads out as well. Your BMP does come charging up the hill. We've got our 84s. I feel super reactive in this this mode at the minute. You don't need to do that. Like you back over here, keeping eyes on that tree line. And you don't need to run away, although potentially you could come in behind these positions. Okay. Well, let's not knock a gift horse. Actually, can have you hunt forward to this tree line. Ideally, may get line of sight behind them. And now we do know there's some Russians in that building, so I have to be careful of that. So I might just accept the fact there's some drivers running around. They're fairly in the open. It's not too much of a concern. I suppose I could retask you guys. What have you got? Yeah, you've got 50 cal, because I would presume the drivers don't have anything in the way of grenades, etc. So we should hopefully be able just to spot them and take them out. Okay, meanwhile, there's a lot going on. So you're in a precarious situation depending on where those BMP things end up. I do want you to scoot over slightly. And I would very much, let's break you guys into 2 teams. I'll delete that, split teams. Yeah, what we're going to do, I'm going to have to do it quick, I think. Get you into this building. I'm tempted to get you guys to hurl some smoke. To try and cover that. And then, after say 30 seconds, get in the building as well. Well, that didn't work. Okay, we might have to do it a minute apart. I wouldn't mind some more suppressive fire on his position, but I don't know how I'm going to get it. You're still exhausted and rattled, so you're not going to do much for me. These guys are okay though. So you could very kindly pop out, get into the tree line, and then slowly, you can probably go forward 1 more square. I guess it was this spot with all the dead bodies. I'd like you to slowly get into that position. How much ammo do we have here? Do you have the broken gun? You have a broken gun. Okay. I was thinking about trying to put some suppressive fire on that building, just in case there's more elements there than we're comfortable with. And you are in a position to start moving forward, and you'll probably pick up the Stryker and assist. Still not necessarily what I'd call a comfortable position, but I think we're doing okay. Right, let us roll it. Whoa. I guess he got tired of waiting us for trying to sneak a javelin in. Okay. Who has eyes? Oh, oddly enough, you. Okay. Oh, that's our suppressive fire. Now this squad's a little bit isolated now. Slightly concerned. We do have... I mean, we have obviously 1 javelin here, but he can't see much. Okay. Okay, you've spotted him through the trees. Any penetrations? Grenades at this range isn't great. And they're... It's a 100mm cannon they've got? Yeah. It's going to do much worse things to us. Oh, this is interesting though. How do you feel about revenge? Oh, I think you feel pretty good about revenge. Go for it. Those are bad noises. Oh, that's a bad noise, and that is a lot of deaths I think have just happened. We'll go back and check that afterwards. I feel like we're missing all the action sitting here. Oh my god, there's a lot of IFEs. Right, you never fired. Okay. I think this is where these guys get hit. Get some grenades going out there. I can alt miss. We can see that from here. Not surprised at that kind of range. Oh, more tanks. Okay, so they we'll see, set fire, they get some penetrations, they destroy a radio, and they kill a guy? Yeah, well, more than one guy. I think that's two. Yeah, two deaths. But then somebody fights back. I'm quite lucky that's only two deaths, to be perfectly honest. There's a lot of IFVs buzzing around. No, I definitely saw... There. Oh, do you... Someone rocking out their AT4? Hang on. Yeah, he is. Guy's lying in the open. Oh, I think it's the grenade, underslung grenade launcher that will get some rather than the AT4. Yeah, I think that's the anti-tank, and then these are just grenades. Oh! I think that's knocked out though. Okay. I think he's going to be knocked out. Now you guys do have a javelin, but you're in a bit precarious situation in terms of potential bun fight with those fine gentlemen. I'm getting more line of sight in here. I mean, a lot of dead bodies. I may have to hope that everyone in there is dead. Get this team to do on a armor arc, and then bring this team in. Probably upstairs to maybe engage. Okay. What happened over here? Nothing. Nothing happened over here. Okay. Is it, okay, let's be bold. Dangerous. Here I think we shall be patient. Not dangerous. And you guys have a javelin. You guys have a javelin. Do I want to bring you over here? No, probably not quite yet. You don't need to worry about that position. Let's keep you where you are. Yeah, I'll keep you where you are. And let's sort this out. So, you're going to clear that target. You guys are going to get in. Assuming you're going to go in the front door. Let's do it in two, just in case you do something stupid. Let's get you in a target armor arc. Please and thank you. Okay. And I'm going to push you gents upstairs. I think I might just hold my striker here before doing anything else. That tank is pretty worrying. We will have to definitely keep an eye on that. Where's he going to end up? I don't know. No one ever knows. That's the joy of these kind of things. Again, I think we're going to hold position, let the Ruskies come to us a little bit. Let's a quick look of your kind of line of sight. Yeah, so they come along the road or along the back. You're going to pop a cap in there. That's fine. What a ridiculous thing to say, right? That's fine. We've got protection from that hill. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's not filling me with huge amounts of comfort, but it's doing all right. One wonders how many more resources they could possibly have. Okay, let's roll it. I think this is going to be our hot points. We'll start over here. I'm expecting to see these guys dismount, given their engine went out. Well, that's our guys in the hedgerow. Okay, they have dismounted. That's good. That's one IFE out of the way. You're in a little bit of a curious situation potentially with this chap. Don't know what that was, but we'll check out afterwards. Oh! Okay, it's grenades going against you. 84, I presume. And more grenades. Okay. Another grenade and another grenade. Awesome. Okay. You foolishly charged and are dead. I like that. Okay, there's eyes on the tank. And oh dear lord, there's another IFE. Okay. So far pretty successful. Was it you guys who were getting involved? Was that an 84 you used? It was, okay. The wheels. Nice to see them getting used. Often they just carry them around. There's another one going out. Okay, upper full penetration. And a grenade hit to the left hull. Pretty survivable, this thing, actually, in the end. Another grenade and a right turret. Now, is that a second 84? I believe it was. Here he goes. Nicely done. Taking a bit of small arms fire from there, but holding your own. Okay. So between the two of them, we took out the IFE and the driver and stuff will just get mopped up. Okay, so you were launching rounds across the map. Dubious decisions there. There is the tank. Who has eyes? You have eyes? That's not particularly helpful. I may want to get someone like you to somewhere like here, sooner rather than later. Okay. We are surviving on this side. Do a quick check back over it, see what was happening over here. Unless the explosions were just the grenades being launched. Someone launched a javelin. Oh, you guys did. Oh, that thing. I mean, it's not the greatest use of javelin in the world. But okay. Let's see how she gets on. Although I suppose it's one less thing for our choppers to have to deal with. Okay, one dead BTR. Actually, is that BTR or BRDM? Okay, good. I won't complain about that. That was their job in that scouting position. It worked. Now, I saw a red thing over here. Ah, good. Our MGS does get a view, side on. Exactly as we had hoped it would. Beautiful. Oh, is that another one? Oh, it is. It is. Oh, oh, good shooting, boys. Nicely done. Alright, we're definitely going to go and enjoy that again. Great. That's really nerfed that push on this center, I suppose, normally flank. I will probably have to move you so you're not too exposed, because now we'll know where you are. They've got another one kicking about. That's glorious to see. Oh, stuff going on over here. Okay, so as requested, our fire support team Stryker comes along, makes a spot of the remaining crew, and dispatches. Good. Meanwhile, we have another BRDM thing. Who has eyes on you? Oh, the Stryker does. I mean, okay. You have to reload. Oh no, you don't have to reload. You're an actual up and fire, not an automated system. Okay. However, oh look, you're surrendering. Does wonders against sidearm of this thing. We should knock it out. There we go. A little bonus kill. I will absolutely take that. Okay, so that has been a pretty active 4 minutes. Just we're not going to do work because I want to see what happens this time. We have knocked out what 1, 2, 3, 4 BMPs, 2 I think BRDMs. I can never quite remember, and 1 T-72. That's for the cost of a radio and 2 brave Americans. That's not a bad outcome. That's not a bad outcome. Now, we are not done. You're running away from something, which is fine because you don't have a weapon. So let's see if we can round things out. With the tank. You guys, are you tired? No? Why can't you run? Seems odd, but okay, I'll make you walk. Please, if you can, which action score is best? Potentially this one. Please, if you can, get here. Thank you. I might have you come forward a little bit as well. Yeah. This is fine. This is worrying, but I think you guys, you don't have any of your 84s left. Maybe you never had any. You've got some underslung grenades. You guys just have your javelin. Do I want to get you guys upstairs? I mean, you aren't going to see that otherwise, and you aren't going to see that otherwise. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's have you go upstairs. I'm a little worried about this kind of changeover. And what happens. The thing is, those underslung grenades have been pretty good. So maybe we do leave them there to engage. Why don't we say, yeah, we'll bring you up as well though. I might just dispatch an AT team and leave them there, but I'm also going to say, can you gents, for just this turn, take on the armor, and then yeah, that tank's just gonna, unfortunately, probably eat you gents alive. And then just in case there's some interesting angle things that I'm not sure about, let's just scoot you forward to that hedgerow so you're protected. I'm tempted to leave you here. Do know there's one more BMP there and I'd rather not risk you, so let's just pull you back till we get a bit more confirmation on that. Okay, I think this may end up being our solo minute here. See if we can't dispatch ourselves another tank. You guys have, yeah, you've got the 84s. Okay. Do I want to do anything with you? Potentially. I mean, cause let's move you to say here. I know there's smoke in the way, but if you get line of sight, you can poke holes in that thing. And if you're not moving and it is, then you should hopefully have the better spot. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, see, that's not ideal. Okay, RPG man's gone down. Who's got eyes here? Second just going off. Smoke's interfering with you. I'm worried you're going to unload your 100mm. Haha! Smoke didn't clear that badly. Good. Overly aggressive AI here, causing themselves problems. No! Actually, we're not going through a lot of the armor here. Please don't come, my Stryker. We'll go see on that tank in a moment. You what? I did. You're out of javelins. You guys are having a bad day. Okie dokie. This could be more problematic than I expected. Right. Let's try and unpack some of this chaos. Yeah, unfortunately, did unload upon our troops up here, causing casualty. Now, I thought the 50 cal could do a reasonable amount of damage. Now, we killed the guy with the RPG, which is good, so it alleviates a threat over there. It must just be side armor we can get through in that. Yeah, right hull penetrations. Obviously, not doing enough. Partial penetrations. In fact, you don't seem to be doing much at all. There. And then he ends up there. Interesting and terrifying. What happens with Tommy Tankerton? Not Tommy Tankerton. This is... So he's doing the classic AI Russian advance here. Oh, maybe lose sight of him. We'll get him back. Oh. Still pretty sure that was just a secondary. Okay, who's got eyes? Heavy machine gun team over there has eyes. That's not particularly useful. Team getting shot in the building has eyes. This team does. Oh yeah, that's one of them hedgerow. Oh, and we do get a javelin away. Oh, and it's reactive armor. Okay, so that was the guys in the building launched that. Oof. You guys sure... No, you didn't show off. You're so bunched up as well, right? You took a casualty from there. How are teams here getting on in terms of visibility? Not perfect. You're just having a bad day. Okay. Do you have any other... Nope, we have no more javelins. We do have some ATs, but that's it. Are you out of javelin ammo? Excuse me. Yes, you are. Right. I'm going to say this is problematic. So, a couple of things. Let's... Just double check there's nothing new happening over here. No. Okay, things to check. Firstly, I think you're about to get blown up, but let's have a face over there. Let's have everyone in these squads. I can't control them, that's a shame. I really wanted them to come face over here. Let's expand that a little bit just in case this thing moves. Really what I want to say is get to the other side, away from the other side of the building, away from this tank. And we may be somewhat reliant on this team getting position and getting a spot. Unless you guys can acquire a javelin? Yes, you can. Okay. Javelin ATGM launcher. Acquire 2 javelins. Where's the door? On that side. That's not ideal. Let's get you out. What we might do is we might use a breach kit. You don't even have one, do you? Yeah, let's not do that then. What can we do? Okay, I think we're going to just dismount our AT team. Let's get you guys out. I'll separate you off. We might give a javelins and launchers just to come around on the ground level, see if we can't make that work. Everything seems going okay there. What's happening to my UAV? Observing, just not seeing anything. Now these things may have moved out. That may be what's going on here, but we'll give it another couple of minutes. Okay, I think this whole squad could be in a pretty bad way. And you've got a grenade launcher is good at the right range, where you don't have actually problems, and where you're not also being spotted by a tank. So maybe we'll hold it as is. Okay. Let's see if we lose the Stryker. I mean, we may have damaged their main gun. There may be all sorts of things going on here. They may be about to dismount. No. Please tell me you see it. Okay, that's good. That's not. Okay, 1 Stryker gone. This thing is taking a lot of beats. Man, that tank's terrifying. Oh, javelin away. Go on. Come on! You kidding me? I mean, let's be honest, we can't ask him to do much more than that. Got the jav out. Let's see if Vicious hit. Where did it hit? Because it's supposed to hit the top. Punch a nice hole in the top. Said it supposedly hit the front. Well, that looks kind of top to me. Interesting enough, it stopped the thing from firing. Yeah, first Stryker loss of the mission. Saddens me, but not unexpected. This BMP has taken a lot of penetrating hits, though. Yeah. Red, 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 red. That's just a machine gun fire from the tank as well. Over here. Well, actually, we'll have views, side views of that thing, so we might pull up our ways of means of taking it out. That's just a secondary explosion. Oh, Eyes and Skies are back up. Not that there's much left over here. I guess it's all pushed itself forward. Oh, you've got another javelin. Reloading. Awesome. Are you back? You're kind of broken. Hanging out with your javelin there. Well, I'm afraid you cannot retreat just yet. Yeah, unfortunately you have been spotted by this team as well, but that's okay, as long as you've got your javelin, you reload it, because that second guy's actually slightly different position there, if you can really see, but I've got one forward there, and the second guy, oh, I'm going to kill the trees for a minute. Well, he didn't move forward actually, I take it back. Because when well, they might be in separate outer squares. Anyway, I'll not worry about margins. Okay, what I would like you, give me your AT team, please. Tank team. And hurry up and get yourselves. Don't imagine you're going to have the world's greatest sight lines, but let's start by just getting you up into there. We'll hold this position, we're up. Are we going to call in a chopper for these things? Well, it's still BMP. Why not? I tend to find I have more choppers than I've got use for it. Sorry, I just have a dismounted thing. I was worried it was going to be destroyed. No, not that. I would like these things. And I think I'll just give you an area target, to be honest, because I don't mind if you destroy the vehicles as well. We just do that. And medium, I think, should work against this, which will be your rockets. Let's go medium. We'll go medium, and we'll confirm. We could probably even run a couple of those. And we'll hopefully just pick off some of their assets. I'm going to tell you guys to hide if you can. Kind of the same here. We have nothing which is going to do anything to that tank. This whole platoon, yeah, first platoon here has been absolutely wrecked by a number of careering Russian tanks. I mean, as a backup, what do we really have? Only just this AT team here. And that's kind of it. Okay. Alright, let's go one more, see if we can end this saga. Don't know what we're shooting at, but that's okay. Still reloading, let's get in with our hero here. Well, cowering. You've got this, man, you've got it. He did not have it. Damn it. Oh, but someone else did. Beautiful. Who was that? These guys. Excellent. Excellent. This little team position worked. Good job. Okay, that's what a javelin was supposed to do. Meanwhile, there's BMP still threatens us, and you guys can't see it. Interesting. Who is launching what at it? Underslung grenade, probably. Okay, but I think we can deal with this. Probably using those guys, actually. I'm really glad that tank's won. That was a very good outcome. Well, you guys can get a javelin as well. Yeah, you could just come up to this position, pop a javelin in them. It feels almost a waste. What have we got here? You've got the automatic, you've got the 50 cal. Why don't we now... Have we secured that left-hand flank? Who knows? Why don't we bring you forward into a nice side-on position? Meanwhile, we'll get this team just to scoot over. That berm's going to get in the way. And even the machine gun team on top can't quite see it. Okay. Do I take the time and send a javelin team, or do I just send this 50 cal and hope that we can poke enough holes on the side that it stops being a problem? Let's maybe not go too ahead of ourselves here and lose a striker for the sake of it. Screw you guys. I want you to come through the hedge. And probably the wall, actually. No, don't need to go through. Just come through the hedge, though. My team doesn't have to deal with it, and we'll get you to come through as well. I can maybe get you to come around this right-hand side. I don't know. Come through for just now. I'll make a decision next minute. Okay. That's going to call this one to a close, I think. Oh, wow. So yeah, my massive leaps forward in time resulted in a great big 7 minutes. But that was some outcome. So yeah, that's 2 tanks, 3 BMPs, 1, 2, 3, 4 BMPs. 4. 2 BRDMs. For the loss of, we lost a striker. We lost 3 casualties there, 4 casualties, actually a couple more. But yeah, and the thing is, we don't have that many people. This, like, I'm slightly worried about what happens next time we get Fox Troop in a mission. Because it's ridiculous odds that these guys are fighting against. I mean, why is a striker platoon up against tank platoons? Anyway. Okay, well, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Cheerio.